Paintball nerd. Today's guest on Paintball Nerd started playing paintball in 2018. He turned pro in 2022 with the Ironmen, and he has recently joined a brand new squad. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the show, Clay Hughes.
Hello.
Yo, what's cracking?
Glad to be here. What's going on, Zyzek?
Happy to have you, man. So, had some tryouts, huh, here recently with Aftershock. How'd that go?
Well, first things first, it was incredibly cold. It was about 29 degrees on average. Yeah, it was
freezing.
It was pretty cold.
Balls come out of the barrel?
I mean, Paint came out, dude. Paint was shooting great, honestly. Paint was really good. It wasn't even a factor. It was an awesome time. We even had like warm soup for us. It was very well prepared.
What kind of soup we talking?
So there was two different options. We had chicken noodle soup and like beef barley soup. It was really good.
Dude,
I had both.
X Factor takes care of you.
I think that was actually supplied by Carmen, with Todd Adamson helping out, and it was
Todd Adamson.
Yeah,
takes care of his team.
Yeah, it was really nice.
So, Clay,
did
you make the team?
I did. I didn't make the team. Yeah.
Congratulations, man. How did it make you feel?
I mean, it was exhilarating. I played fairly well on both days. I know that Todd was looking for paintball IQ and just being ready to get in the trenches, and I just took that to heart, and I was ready to whether it's to get a trade or to make an aggressive push, and I was just always there, willing to make the moves, and it showed.
Who'd you play with before the Ironmen?
Before the Ironmen, I was on a semi-pro team, a divisional team through the WCs called the Gummy Bears.
Jumping here and there and everywhere.
Yeah, exactly. It was really cool, and it was a stellar squad. We had Cody Woodruff, Brandon Trio, Zach Carter, Grayson Gladstone, and Blake Yarber was the coach at the time. It was a sick squad. It was really cool.
Well, you've got a great squad now with Aftershock. I mean, the whole roster hasn't been announced, but we've got, as of when this interview has been released here, we've announced A-Rod, LJ Parrish, Corey Hall, Thomas Kim, Silos. So, Clay, who are you looking forward to playing with the most?
I mean, honestly, playing with all of them and their paintball knowledge, is just exceptional, and I know that I can learn a lot from all of them. I think one of the ones that I definitely want to learn from the most, would probably be Thomas Kim. He just seems like a very smart, very intelligent individual. I know that he took the last year off, but his paintball IQ is still incredibly high, and just his ability to think through things is exceptional. And I would love to learn from. I would love to learn from all of them. Don't get me wrong.
Well, Thomas is a pilot, or he's gonna be.
Yeah, exactly. You got to be pretty smart to be a pilot.
Got to be smart. Yeah. Right on. What do you think about being teammates with A-Rod?
I played against A-Rod at one point in time, with the ASG Gummy Bear squad, and in a tournament in Sacramento, and he would do some exceptional gameplays. How he could see the field and how he could read the paint was amazing. And I haven't had a whole bunch of conversations with him since then, but that's incredibly exciting to be able to learn from him as well. I mean, everybody on the roster is just exceptional.
Well, I'm gonna make you say something nice about everyone. So, what are your thoughts on LJ Parrish?
LJ is just, especially this weekend and the moves that he was making, it's cool to see that he can see both sides of the field, understand what's happening and what he needs to do, and make those moves. And it was obvious in this weekend that he was able to make those reads and those moves. And that's just, that's just incredibly high paintball IQ, right? So
Yeah.
I, that's more things to learn.
How about Corey Hall? Have you played with him before?
So Corey Hall played. I played against him
Mm,
quite a bit because he plays on a WCPPL team called the TJ Bastards, and
yeah.
I played on multiple WC teams against him. So I know what he's capable of. I know all the things he's done, and especially New York Extreme, right?
Yeah.
So I've had a lot of run-ins with Corey, and I'm super exciting to have him on the opposite side, right?
Yeah. So like you out of all your teammates, it's like you already respect these guys either from playing with them or against them. Like you know what they're capable of.
Oh, of course, and I mean, I'm equally a fan of the game, right? I mean, I watch footage, I watch all your interviews, I go through all the podcasts. So like just hearing from them, hearing their mindsets is one thing, like on the screen, but like to get it in person is just
Yeah.
like what else could I ask for?
Right on, dude. How about Silos?
Silos is an awesome individual. I so there's Doug Fujimoto from the Ironmen, one of the guys who would help out one of the staff members. Is really good friends with Silos, so Silos would have conversations with Doug about fishing, about doing all cool outdoor stuff, and so I've been around his like personality in some of his conversations and just how he holds himself and his knowledge of paintball. Just a sound, awesome individual.
Clay, has it set in that you're presently embarking on a part of paintball history?
Not, I mean, it's on its way to setting in. Like I understand the role, I understand the excitement that's coming with it, and I'm incredibly excited, but it hasn't like fully hit yet. And I don't know if it will until like I get to share the pro field with these guys. To be standing in that moment and just to relish it and bring it all in, like that's gonna be the time that I'm really excited for.
Well, I mean, just the name Aftershock, the name alone used to just strike fear into
Yeah.
the hearts of competitors, you know, and it went away, and now it's coming back, but it's not just coming back, right?
No.
The man himself, Todd Adamson, is at the helm.
Yeah.
And you know, another interesting thing, Clay, is 5 of the guys here that we talked about, including your coach, Todd Martinez, led the Ironmen to victory in 2020 at the NXL Vegas.
Yeah.
So it's like already a squad that's capable of winning an event.
Well, and I think the one thing that's it's not just that they're capable of winning an event, it's that they've won an event together, you know?
Exactly.
And
Yep.
that's that's amazing. That's just such a like a pivotal like meal to put together, right? If you have all of the right ingredients. So to be a part of that, like that's amazing. I'm
Give me the
incredibly
goosebumps.
excited. Oh,
Yeah.
of course. It still does. Every morning when I wake up, it's like, is this what's happening? You know, it's a crazy thing to be a part of.
Well,
Especially Todd. Like both Todds
Todd
are,
Squad.
dude, Todd Squad. They're on top of it.
Yeah.
Very cool individuals.
Well, Clay, let's nerd out here a little bit.
Okay.
Um, okay, so coming up through the ranks here, you know, and you know, eventually becoming a professional paintball athlete. Over the years, who's been your favorite player? Who do you really look up to?
I have quite a few players that I really look up to. In my when I was in the divisionals and I was playing up the through the divisionals through the ranks, Cody Woodruff, I looked up to incredibly. I just his knowledge and being part of the Gummy Bear camp and how long he's been playing paintball and what he was willing to teach, like couldn't have found a better person to really help me out and grow. When it comes to the pro ranks, I would say probably the two people that I look up to the most would have to be Nick Nick Sloviak from the Ironmen, well, when he was on the Ironmen, and Blake Yarber, who was my coach at the time.
Hmm.
Both of which were very big on helping me grow, helping me get that next level. When I played with the ASG Gummy Bears in the Open Pro division, like Blake was the guy to like be like, hey, we want you as the snake guy on this tournament, and he was really helpful for all the gummies that were playing on that squad.
The gummies.
Yeah,
Right on. Well, okay, outside of favorite player, let's say you're at a paintball tournament and you're walking around, you got a few hours till your game starts.
yeah.
And you walk by the field and this certain team is playing with this certain player on it, and you are absolutely going to sit down and watch because this player is playing. Who might that be?
I mean, you'll normally find me in the grandstands watching, no matter who's playing, just because watching paintball
Nerd.
is like the coolest thing. Yeah, nerding out for sure.
Yeah.
Um, if I had to pick one that was playing,
Someone that just dazzles you.
I mean, I got to give credit where credit's due. Like Ryan Greenspan has been top tier for an incredibly long time, and the knowledge that he has, the moves that he makes, like he's a pivotal paintball player, and he has been for a long time. So to watch
Yeah.
him, especially in a tournament that I'm playing, whether it's not my position or not, just to see what he can do and what reads he can make, like it's always something that I need to take account of.
Yeah. Same, dude. I think he's the GOAT. He's my favorite paintball player.
Yeah.
So I'm always gonna watch Ryan. Well, I'm sure you've amassed a lot of great memories in paintball since you started in 2018. Why don't
Oh
you
yeah.
share a couple with us?
So one of my favorite moments that I like remember a lot of the times, it was WCPPL. I was with the Gummy Bears and we were playing against a team called Phoenix Rising. And we were stuck 5-on-5. We just needed to figure something out to like make a move to open up the match to I think we were tied. I think it was 2-2, and we just needed to get that lead. And I remember I was in the snake. There was two people in front of me, and Cody was next to me. And I was just like, "Hey, like, good luck. We got this." And then I just left, and I just went to go run down the two people in the snake. I got both of them. Opened up the
Nice.
match. As I'm walking off the field, I see Cody fill into their snake, and open up the match. And it just felt like I had the ball. I knew what I needed to do, and I was like, "Hey guys, you guys got this without me, and I'm gonna clear it for you."
Oh,
Um,
man.
yeah, that was a really cool feeling, and I think that goes into like the next one for Pro Texas of last year, playing against Level. There was like 26 to like 16 seconds left. It was a 3-on-4, 3-on-5, 3-on-4, and I just got move of the event. I was able to go down the snake side and get. I think I got three of them, and Patty got the fourth one at like the same time, and I got the buzzer with a second left, and we won that match. It was 2-2, and we won that match instead of going to overtime. And
That's awesome, dude.
yeah,
I
on
love
the pro field, like that was so cool.
but so the key thing here, was it 26 seconds or 16 seconds? Because there's a big difference.
There is a big difference. There is a big difference, and I personally don't remember
Then
exactly
let's
how
call
much
it
time
16.
this was.
Let's go with 16.
All right, 16 sounds good. I can do
Yeah, yeah.
16.
I think the fastest point ever in an XL was 7 seconds,
What from
but
Yeah, right?
yeah. Well,
Yeah,
before that, Bob Long's Assassins did it, um, before that, but I've seen Yeah do some gnarly shit on the paintball field,
he
and,
just goes when he needs to.
yeah, and I think the one that you're referring to, the 7-second one that you're referring to was during a practice, and he had a camera on him, like, on his barrel or on his face or something, and so you got to see the whole thing happen. It was
Wow.
nasty. Did he do it in
Yeah,
a tournament too? I could be
I'm
wrong.
pretty sure. I'm pretty sure he did it in a tournament. I
Oh,
I, I
yeah.
don't know if it's the fastest one or if it was the one prior to that, but I think the one before the 7 seconds was like 9 seconds, and one of them was yeah.
Yeah, well, he's doing it in practice, so he's practicing it, and he's making it happen in tournaments. That's how you get it done, right?
That's how you do it. If you don't practice it, it doesn't come out.
There you go. So, Clay, what are you most thankful for paintball has given you?
Um, the paintball community by itself is an amazing community. Like on the field, we're at each other's throats, right? We're in it to win, but off the field, like it's just the niche community and what like how like even people that aren't on my team anymore, the people that were on the divisionals and how we're all in each other's corner,
Hmm,
is just exceptional from all ends of the world, right? So like different professions, we all come together to enjoy the sport, and it's just the people that you get to meet on these fields and at these events. It's no other.
yeah.
It's definitely been eye opening, and it's so cool to like to meet all these people and the
Well,
friends.
Clay, man, I'm super excited for you. I'm super excited for Aftershock. I think you guys are gonna do really well. We'll see what
Yeah.
happens in Vegas. But you're a part of history here, brother. It's gonna be, it's gonna be an opportunity to step up and show the world what Clay Hughes is all about.
I mean, I got this opportunity because of the work that I've been putting in now, right?
Amen.
So that doesn't mean the work stops. That just means that we double down, we keep putting the work in, and then I get all of the knowledge from these people, from my new teammates to add to my repertoire. And it's the work that you put into it, right? So like the grind doesn't stop, and the grind doesn't start. The grind like keeps going, and if anything, it gets
Gets
more.
harder.
Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
I'm
Well,
excited.
a lot of people have been quoted saying, when you make it to pro, that's not when you've arrived. That's when the work starts,
Yeah,
right?
100%.
I mean, you've been pro since 2022, so you know this. But it's like, you know, you guys got something to prove. Shock has something to prove here.
Oh
So
yeah, we're gonna come out swinging for sure. For
that's
sure,
the
we're gonna come
Aftershock
out
way,
swinging.
buddy. For
Oh yeah,
sure.
I'm I'm just totally stoked for what this year has, and we'll see. We'll see Aftershock on the top for sure.
Yeah. Well, next time we have an interview, I expect to hear some memories, some different memories about the podium.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you'll see me out there.
Cool. Awesome. Clay, thank you so much for your time here. Is there anything that you'd like to part with for the paintball community?
As far as the paintball community goes, I'd have to say thank you to my sponsors. Of course, Choose Die. I'm very glad to still be shooting the die product. And I'll see every one of you guys out there. Let's go Aftershock.